What's going on, y'all? So listen, y'all gotta bear with me, bitch, because if y'all see my video that I did about my mouth and my nerves, the nerves in my mouth have been on fucking fire. Okay, for the past few days, I literally just got a prescription filled to get some pain reliever, ibuprofen, 800 milligrams. Bitch, I don't know what it is about them pills that they put up in there. It's a special sauce, bitch, because I took one earlier and the bitch was floating. I ain't never felt so good in the past few days in a minute because, my God, like when I say pain, I'm talking about pain to the point you think if you cry it'll stop and it won't. You know what I'm saying? Like a bitch was just fucked up. I had to go to immediate care last night. Had to give me a prescription because I said, bitch, everything else that I'm taking is not working. Then my dentist wasn't even there. So, girl, anyway, I see him on Tuesday. But I'm all to the good right now, okay? So, you know, it is what it is. Let me get through this video. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Um, every girl is still in the fucking Barcelona shit. And it's the aftermath of what happened the night before. We saw that Nene, was in her feelings about the shit that Kim said and did or whatever, as she should be, And we see Eva going around just asking everybody, do they want some coffee and all this shit? Basically, everybody saying no, and Sheree complaining about the bed situation. Like, at this point, get the fuck over it, okay? Go lay on the fucking floor if your back hurt. I don't care, Sheree, because you started this shit. So, whatever. Talking about something, and then I'm sleeping outside. I'm sleeping in a house in a room with bars on the window. Bitch, don't act like you ain't never seen bars on the window. Bitch, I'm pretty sure you from the hood too, I'm sure. You ain't grow up in the lap of luxury and you done seen bars on the window. But just because you have bars on the window don't mean that automatically means something like, oh, this a dangerous neighborhood or this a bad thing or whatever the fuck. It's probably a cultural thing, okay, bitch? Learn shit before you try to insult. Tell me something. Tyrone probably sleeping better than me. Tyrone ain't got no goddamn windows, okay? So shut the fuck up. All right, your bed bigger than his. Anyway, moving on. Love After Lockup season 2. Sheree, you need to get your ass on there. So moving on from that, um, you know, Cynthia, Portia, Eva, they was down there sitting at the table waiting for everybody to show up. No, yeah, Eva, Candy, whatever. And, everybody was cool, calm, collected, having a good time. They was talking about what happened the night before. After the whole debacle that went down at the table, they, had a little twerk session. Everybody was dancing. Everybody was feeling good. Nene's still upstairs getting dressed while all the girls are sitting at the table. And Candy was just hoping, like, I hope Marlo don't start no shit. And right when they mentioned that, Marlo come down or whatever. And they had a little back and forth just a minute, But everything is all cool. So when all the girls are sitting there, they started talking about the whole thing with Kim and Brielle and that whole water bug situation. And like Candy said, I ain't one that want to be telling nobody how to parent their kids, but somebody that's close to her needs to pull her in and be like, why the fuck would you do some shit like that? And then here goes Sheree trying to take up for the girl. I mean, what she said was she wasn't, somebody pointed out to her that it was a water bug, because everybody was like, who does that, going into somebody's bathroom or whatever and just taking pictures and putting it on social media to talk shit like that? And she was like, well, she wasn't trying to do that. It wasn't until somebody I said, bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, because somebody just said what we was all thinking. She zoomed in on the shit. She knew what the fuck she was doing. So, ain't no excuse. And Sheree, like, I ain't finna tell nobody nothing, okay? That is not how I parent my kid, but it ain't my place to tell nobody what they need to do with their kid or whatever. Oh, so now you want to be quiet and you don't want to say nothing because you scared, because you all here for it. You here for the fact, and I get what she's saying, because no one wants to hear somebody tell them how to parent or what to do with their kids, okay? That's fine. But you her friend, right? You should be able to pull your friend to the side and be like, yo, I don't feel like that was right. But see, you cool with it because you don't fuck with Nene like that. You like the fact that Kim is getting on Nene and putting her on a high seat and trying to make fun of her. That's what it is. You like this shit, bitch, okay? And then Marlo said something about wait. Eva was talking about, how she was cool. Marlo was asking her, so did we like kind of shake you up or whatever with all the stuff that went on? Because even Eva said, it's all right or whatever. I mean, I wasn't expecting what happened last night, but it's cool enough. And she just didn't appreciate Shamia bringing up her sexuality and all that stuff. and feeling like you trying to get to know me, you ain't have to do that. She was like, well, this is what we do in this group. Like, everything is off guards and, you know, all this shit. And she was like, well, I'm not in this group like that. That's basically what Eva's coming from. Like, first of all, you just randomly asked me this question out of nowhere, and when you trying to get to know somebody, why do you need to know about their sexuality like that? And I understood where Eva was coming from. She was like, because I got a husband, a fiance or whatever, who's running for office. And she was like, well, how you supposed to get to know a person? Well, I offer the information, okay? That's what it is. And to be quite frank, if Shamia wasn't so messy with it, I understood exactly what she was trying to say. But Shamia, bitch, you was trying to be messy as fuck. You was trying to be messy because what is the purpose of trying to go into her past and ask what the fuck it is that she doing with this person and that person when she just said she was in a relationship? The past don't fucking matter at this moment, okay? We already know about the baby daddy. She didn't even go into detail about, she didn't even call him her baby daddy. Okay, she called him a fucking donor. So if she gonna call you, that right there should have let you know exactly how it was gonna go as to far as talking about her past and all this other stuff. She's in a relationship. It is what it is. You know, I get trying to understand and know somebody, but you don't know her on that level to be joking with her, to be bringing up stuff like that. Okay, and I felt that was fucked up because she thought about something. Well, it was out there, and that's what people want to know. Bitch, this was the first time I ever heard about Missy Elliott and Eva. Okay? I never heard no shit like that. I said, Shamia, you pulling shit out your ass. Okay? That's why them two going back and forth. Shamia, you are a little bit irrelevant compared to Eva. Okay? So, you know, and this is for the shit that was going on last week or whatever and all that stuff. And you talking about, oh, at least I ain't got no sperm donor and all this shit. Whatever, girl. You go dick to dick where the money go to. You go African to African too. So shut the fuck up, okay? You ain't no better. All right? At least she trying to do something with her life. What are you trying to do? Okay, but anyway, then they started talking about what Marlo said. Bitch, she said something about, you know, Candy basically said that Marlo said that if it's something true, you just should go ahead and admit it because one day it's gonna come that you won't be able to backpedal or can backpedal, and Portia should know about this. I was like, well, damn, okay, we gonna get started like that. So of course Portia is like, don't be playing me and all this stuff. Don't be trying to talk about I'm the butt of the backpedaling jokes and shit because I don't do that. And then they do all these little clips about her backpedaling, especially with Candy. But either way, it wasn't nothing to get that serious over, okay? Nene comes down and she said, you know, even though Cynthia tried to be a good hostess and we're not gonna put all of this on her because she did try her hardest. You know, looks were deceiving on the website. The Airbnb. So, you know, Nene went and found some hotels. They're gonna go still do what, excuse me, Cynthia had planned for them to do, and then they're gonna come back and then they're gonna go to the hotel. So they get ready to go. They on the bus. Cynthia's talking about this 50 Cent, you know, her 50 Cent bucket list. She want everybody to do it. You know, they was like, Marlo, you gotta do it and you gotta post it on the Instagram. Marlo was like, well, I couldn't post mine on the Instagram because my ass was all out. Didn't we see it? I said, oh, please fast forward this shit, okay? I don't want to see Marlo's ass. I don't want to see it doing nothing, jiggling, jangling, or whatever. But, you know, they started talking about kissing the girl and all this stuff. Cynthia was like, well, fuck it, bitch, I'm gonna kiss Candy. Candy was like, no, bitch. They was like, with tongue. And she was like, mm-mm. And it was like, well, bitch, if that's how you gonna kiss, I damn sure don't want that. It was like, go ahead and get it to Sheree. Of course, Sheree don't want to do it. Portia was like, okay, well, since you don't want the sloppy seconds, bitch, I'll be your dirty third. And so she get over there and she try to kiss her. And Portia was like, because she really did use tongue. And then it was like, well, bitch, is this how you really was kissing Will? What the fuck is going on? Here goes Sheree. If I was Cynthia, I would want to wash my mouth afterwards because I don't know. You don't know how where Portia's mouth has been. Bitch, I thought that's your friend. Why y'all she's so and she ain't nobody friend. She not a real friend like that. But anyway, you know, Candy just looking like, bitch, I ain't kissing no other bitch up in this group. Okay, I'm not doing none of that. Portia needs to stop playing and go ahead and kiss the way that she kissed me. Okay, I said, well, damn, Candy, you just want to put it out there that you and Portia, you know, y'all try to make it seem like y'all just having Candy and Portia just been having a little secret level quarrel for the past, year. So that's basically what it's kind of put it out there like, all right? Cynthia talking about something, oh, I feel like I just had sex with her. I said, well, if that's sex, bitch, what you call real sex? Boring? I was the same way. Whoever said that shit, I was just like, girl, what? But anyway, they get there, they go on a little sightseeing and stuff. They get, hyped up off of this guy who was just posing or whatever. I be seeing people like that. I don't know how they do it. I think it's something in the pole what they be holding on to, make it seem like they floating or whatever. Of course, Portia flirting with him. Her and Shamia playing. I have no problem with it because they just having a good time. Then they get on little scooters and stuff like that. Bitch, next thing you know, they having a good time and somebody get into a fucking accident. I said, bitch, of course. Of course, it was Portia who, she claimed she put the brakes on. But like Shamia said, bitch, you put the gas on. And she hit the car in front of her, got stuck underneath it. So they had to switch cars and do all this stuff. Then they go get something to eat. They trying all these different foods. Or don't use Google Translator because bitch 9 out of 10 it ain't gonna be right. Portia tried to order that food up in Spanish and dude was like, I don't understand what that means, okay? I said, well shit, he's speaking to y'all in English, speak English, okay? Don't butcher their language. But they got through it and I was like, did they order all that shit? Because at one point somebody said later, the food just keep on coming. Like, why does this food keep coming? Let me just tell you something. When them pawns came onto the they like big ass shrimps to me, if you want to call it. I'm gonna just call them shrimps, okay? Y'all call them pawns and all that shit. I call them shrimps. Bitch, when Sheree said, could you take this back and take the heads off? That is me. I told y'all once before, I don't want no type of food that's looking back at me. I don't care if it's dead or not. If the eyeballs or the eye sockets or whatever the fuck, the fakes are still there, cut that shit off and give me the rest of it, okay? Don't put that shit on my plate. I would have did the same damn thing. But, you know, at first I was thinking like, bitch, is Portia still a vegan with all this food that they putting out there? She said she backslid, because she ate that octopus. I just seen a video of this dude. Of course, he was Asian, okay? And I mean, they had these videos where I don't understand how people do that. And it be always the Asian ones. I'll just be, what is it called? Mukbang? Bitch, they be sitting there with like a whole full ass table full of fucking food and just going to fucking town and you hear it. And I'm like, y'all so small, but y'all eating so much. Dude was eating the octopus. He had a plate full of baby octopuses. And he'd pick one up, cut the stuff off so he could easily put it in his mouth, and he was just slurping the rest. It was just disgusting to me because I don't get the fascination with octopus. It's slimy. It's just, it's just too much. It's too much. But anyway, so Nene was like, what was y'all out here talking about? Well, that was one of their little challenges, eating a delicacy because there was a little fish thing up in there. Candy ate it. Fine. But Nene was like, what y'all was talking about when we was at brunch or whatever. So then they get on to the subject about, Portia was saying, how should one's friend react to another friend's daughter, going into that friend's, a person's house, videotaping and doing all this stuff. Around about way, without saying Kim, Nene, and Sheree name or whatever, and Brielle, talking about the whole situation. Nene was like, fuck Kim. She's trash, okay? To say some shit like that. Everything that we said, that she was dead ass wrong, and she was. And it was like, well, Sheree ain't gonna talk to her. And Nene called her out. Nene calls her and Sheree and Portia out about the whole thing. Like, y'all was on the phone with her, and y'all seen what she was doing and was saying, but y'all didn't stop her. Okay, y'all didn't say, well, you're going too far, or you don't have to do no shit like that. And I'm pretty sure when she sent that text message or whatever, y'all probably didn't talk to her, say that was wrong or whatever the fuck. You didn't do that. And then at this point, here goes Sheree talking about some, because Nene was like, because I ain't got no cockroaches or whatever, so I don't got no roaches. Like, who the fuck still have roaches? Some of y'all still got roaches. I'm not going to shame y'all. I had roaches back in the day, and never no fucking cockroaches. I already told y'all that, okay? In my the old place that we lived at, my granddad came up in there and exterminated the place. Bitch, they was gone. We ain't see him no more. I said, okay, granddaddy, he is like a handyman. Like, he is a jack of all trades. The nigga just does everything. You need something fixed, he'll do it, okay? But it was always the small one. I ain't never seen no cockroach ever in my life except for that one I seen at work recently. But it was dead because it was stuck in the trap, bitch. It wasn't moving. And bitch, it looked just like the one that was at Sheree house. When Nene said, who the fuck still have roaches? I said, a lot of people do. Okay, but I get what you're trying to say. But here goes Sheree. Exactly. I ain't seen no roach in a long time. Like who does that? And the shade of it all, when Bravo pulled up that footage from a month ago, uh, a cockroach sitting right there in front of goddamn Sheree fucking house. That wasn't no fucking water bug. Now that was a fucking cockroach, okay? That was a big ass roach, bitch. And she jumped over it instead of killing that bitch. I hope you went outside and you smushed that shit, okay? And I said, the irony of it all, of Kim and them trying to call Nene out for having roaches when your main bitch is the one who got one sitting right outside her goddamn door. Shit, bitch. I said, ain't this some stuff? You just never fucking know these days. But so basically, Nene was like, Sheree, you gonna say something to the bitch? Sheree is like, I ain't finna say nothing to her about how the parent. That ain't what she was talking about, her kid and shit, bitch. She was talking about, you talking shit about her and posting this fucking video. That's what she was talking about, because y'all all know that was too fucking much, okay? And like Nene said, and like I said last week, that was something that she was holding on to, and waiting for a day that she get pissed off, so fucking put that out there. Kim ain't slick, and we already know the fucking tricks, okay? Everybody calls her out on that bullshit. Then here go Sheree. Every time Sheree stutters and say, she lying. She ain't finna do shit, okay? She's about to tell a lie. She can't get her stories together. Portia was like, she ain't trying to get in the middle between Kim and Nene because she know how they are, but she did agree that it was fucked up. But then she did lie and say that she didn't know that the girl was gonna send something, but they showed the footage that you knew something was gonna pop off because the way Kim got up off that phone. Then they going back and forth over this whole subject thing or whatever. Then Marlo saying something, and it kind of rubbed. Portia was trying to answer the question that was being asked, and Marlo wanted to intervene and interrupt and everything. And it's like, girl, shut the fuck up. And even Nene was telling her to be quiet. Now, see, at this point, Marlo started, doing the most. Candy was already seeing how Marlo is always the one that's taking stuff to a negative place. And yes, this is what she just did. They were all coming to the group consensus that what Kim did and Brielle did, whatever, that was fucked up, okay? Like Nene said, she did have roaches, 3 of them, Kim, Brielle, and Croy. Okay? And, Marlo, you just keep going and going. She just kept coming for Portia. I get it. You wasn't even fucking in a group or a part of this whole situation when this shit went down. And I understand, feeling a little bit affected by it because we, the public, we always offering our opinion too. But the way that she was coming so fucking hard on this girl, like you being fake nasty to her, and it's just like, stop it, because you really have no reason, okay? She's not really your friend, so why are you fucking, upset with it? And then you're not Candy's friend. Candy don't even like you like that, so shut the fuck up. You was just trying to start something, okay? You talk about some, you up there talking about, I could have said some stuff about you, like, you don't supposed to be sending stuff to people and saying stuff about what's in their house and all that shit and being this and being that. That was a good point. But then she took it all over when she said, like, when you had when I seen your doormat and it was, I thought it could have been larger, but I didn't tell you that. I just kept it on moving, but you just did. Okay, you was waiting to say some shit like that. And who gives a fuck about how big the doormat is or not? Who cares? It's a fucking doormat. And then talking about IKEA furniture and all this shit, and then at this point they was like, it is what it is. We just joking. Cynthia was joking around with Portia. Portia finna start crying about shit. And I was like, don't tell me she finna start crying because her mama gave her that man. Because it's sentimental. I looked at Portia like, girl, suck it up because they finna pounce. Marlo is about to pounce. Sure enough, Marlo took that as an opening to just go on in. And, Portia had this little fan. Marlo, you are just irritating. When people start to like you, you do something to be so upsetting. You start going in on a girl You know, I know exactly how you feel, Candy, the same way that she did me about how she be lying and all that stuff and woo 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 talking shit. I know how you feel about that, Candy. Boy, you weren't sitting there when you did that shit to Candy, when you did this and you did that. Portia was like, you know what? When you be trying to throw a little shade, you can say that it's being funny and sarcastic, but it can be hurtful. Oh, okay, whatever. And at this point, she had a fan and she closed it up. Here go Marlo grabbing her shit. Okay? Now, at that moment in time, Marlo, you would have got your ass fucked up, okay? It was like, because Portia said, bitch, because when you work for stuff, because you over there crying with these fake ass tears and all this stuff, she was like, I work. I work hard for stuff. Now, once you work for stuff and you actually get it, here go Marlo. Well, I've been in 5 foster cares. That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit, bitch. Okay? Quit with the excuses of your behavior. You just did too fucking much, okay? Too fucking much. This is why people don't want you. This is why Marlo will never be an actual peach holder on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She do too fucking much. So, you know, they trying to calm everything down and Portia's getting upset because, like, why you gonna pull the thing out? Even though, Portia, you were blocking her view and stuff. But it wasn't necessary for none of that to go down. If Marlo would have just mind her business and just shut the fuck up and let the girl talk, she was talking to Nene or whatever the fuck, I, it was provoking, okay? Like Eva told Marlo, bitch, you was provoking that girl, you were. And like they pointed out, you know, it was like the roles reversed just a little bit. Like Candy said, you don't want nobody putting stuff in your face. That's a trigger point, just like it was for you. When Kenya did that shit with that scepter, that's what it was for her. Either fucking way, y'all grown ass women and y'all should be able to control yourself. But of course, we can't do that. And the police out there, and you bringing up this whole thing once again, your whole defense and your whole reasoning and going on. Uh, I'm not finna take on nobody else's battle, okay? Whatever happened between Candy and Portia is between Candy and fucking Portia, okay? Let them figure that shit out. It is not your responsibility to make this girl apologize or own her shit, okay? That is not what it is, especially when you're not even in the especially when you're not even in a fucking group like that. And then Marlo gonna say something. She a fake this. She a fake vegan. She don't even know how to spell vegan backward with her big ass and all that shit. Baby, do you know that there are chunky vegans and they've been vegans for years? There are vegans that are thick like Portia. There are vegans who are very fit and some vegans that are skinny. Vegans come in all damn sizes, just like fat people do too. Just like people who eat regular and everything else. They come in all fucking sizes, bitch. So that was a null and void, you know, comparison. But bitch, don't you wear fake hair and fake nails and fake shit and all that stuff too? So what are you trying to say? You a fake bitch too? Yeah, I guess. At least she got a house and not living in a fucking community that you share a fucking community pool. Cause that's what you said, y'all, you know, share a community pool, bitch. But you know, I just feel like Marlo can be cool sometimes, but she just do too much. And like Portia said, she could have threw some shit that she did to Nene out there, but Nene told her that in confidence, and she wouldn't do no shit like that. Now I want to know, cause she said the shit that Marlo did to Nene, that's a no going back from type of shit. And I was like, oh, okay. But anyway, you know, moving on from that, they go back to the house and I was Eva the whole time. What the fuck is happening? I'm not saying shit. I'm just watching. You know, of course, Nene gets on the phone with Greg, telling him what happened. Candy gets on the phone, kikiing it up with Todd, and then Portia comes back and she's talking about how she's so defeated by the girls. Like nobody is giving her a chance. She keep getting invited to these group things. I said, well, that's your fault. All right, that's your fault. And to be quite honest, she did try to talk to Candy, but Candy is not ready to talk. So, you know, you just got to live your life until that lady is ready, all right? And quit trying to get acceptance and all this shit from people that clearly don't want to fuck with you. You the one that keep coming to this shit to get a check, okay? Ain't nobody forcing your ass. So, hey, she told Nene, well, bitch, I'm about to leave because it just ain't working out. I said, girl, go ahead. So, you know, Portia goes and tell her grievances to Nene. Nene understood where she was coming from, and she was basically like, I get it, but what people keep on saying is like, if you just sit down and say that I fucked up, and they will get and be like, you know, okay, Portia, cool. Portia was like, if I felt like I needed to say that, I would have said it, but I thought going to each and every one individually and personally, saying stuff from my heart, it'll make it better, but they won't give me a chance to. And like I said, bitch, if they don't want to talk to you about the shit and you see that they gonna just keep throwing the shit, quit going around their asses and making yourself, feel like this. Like, girl, don't go where you don't ain't want it. And, even this, I was surprised that Nene was even, when they make up. Bitch, they made up and she was like, you do what you gotta do. Portia go home. That's basically it. Nene gave her a hug and was like, it's good to feel like a big sister again. I said, oh shit. But that was Real Housewives. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. My mouth's starting to hurt again. Gotta pop a pill, bitch. But I'll see y'all later on tonight for the shot. Peace.